Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the English Speaking Nerds channel. We are so incredibly happy you're here with us today. I'm Maya.
And I'm John. And if you are new here, first of all, welcome. You've found your people. This is the channel where we take real, everyday English, the kind that actually lives in conversations, in shops, in text messages between friends, and we break it all down for you so you can speak naturally and confidently.
And if you're serious about improving your English, please hit that subscribe button right now and give us a like. It genuinely helps us keep making content like this, and honestly, it means the world to us. Every single subscriber counts.
It truly does. We see you, we appreciate you more than we can say. Now today's topic, I have been waiting to do this one.
Same. Today we are talking about Eid shopping. How do native and fluent English speakers actually talk about the whole experience of shopping for Eid? The excitement, the stress, the crowds, the outfits, the gifts, the last-minute chaos?
Because there is so much rich vocabulary hiding inside this topic. And if you celebrate Eid, whether it's Eid al-Fitr or Eid al-Adha, you know this experience is not just shopping. It's an event. It's an emotional marathon.
It really is. And yet, in a lot of English classes, nobody teaches you how to actually talk about it in natural, expressive English. So that's exactly what we're here for today.
Let's start from the very beginning. When does the Eid shopping conversation even start? Because in most families and social circles, it starts way before the actual day. People begin talking about it weeks in advance.
Right. And the phrase you'll hear a lot is, I need to get sorted. I really need to get sorted for Eid before it gets too crazy. Get sorted means to get everything organized and taken care of. It's a very British-influenced expression, but you hear it widely now. It implies there's a checklist, and you want to check everything off before the chaos hits.
And connected to that is get a head start. I'm trying to get a head start on Eid shopping this year. I always leave it too late. A head start means you begin something earlier than usual to give yourself an advantage. It comes from racing. If you get a head start, you begin before everyone else.
I always leave it too late. Oh, that's such a relatable phrase. And notice the structure. I always leave it too late. The word always here isn't really about every single time. It's expressing a pattern you're slightly embarrassed about, but also laughing at yourself for.
It's that gentle self-deprecation we talked about before. You're not saying, I am a failure at planning. You're saying, this is a silly little habit I have. The tone is amused, not defeated.
Now let's talk about the actual shopping itself, because Eid shopping isn't one thing. There's clothes shopping, there's food shopping, there's gifts, there's home decor sometimes. Native speakers are quite specific about which kind of shopping they're talking about.
Absolutely. You'll hear, I'm out shopping for outfits. That specifically means clothes. Or, I'm on the hunt for something for the kids. On the hunt is such a great phrase. It means you are actively searching for something specific. I've been on the hunt for the perfect kurta for weeks. It has this determined, almost adventurous quality.
I've been on the hunt implies you haven't found it yet, which also suggests the search has been frustrating or ongoing. It's not passive browsing, it's a mission.
And the opposite of being on the hunt is just browsing. I'm just browsing is something you say when you have no specific goal, you're just looking. And in the context of Eid shopping, just browsing often turns into spending a lot of money, which is very relatable.
I went in just to browse and came out with 4 shopping bags. That sentence tells a whole story. And came out with is a really natural construction. I came out with way more than I intended.
Let's talk about the shopping environment because Eid shopping happens in a very particular atmosphere. The markets and malls are packed. There's energy, there's noise, there's excitement, and English has great ways to describe all of that.
It was absolutely heaving is one I love. Heaving means completely packed with people, almost uncomfortably so. The mall was absolutely heaving. I could barely move. It's a very vivid word. You can almost feel the crowd when someone says it.
Or it was a madhouse. The market was a complete madhouse on Saturday. A madhouse means a place of total chaos and confusion. It's slightly exaggerated, which is part of what makes it fun to say. You're dramatizing the experience.
And there's elbow to elbow. We were literally elbow to elbow in that shop. That means so crowded that people are physically pressed together. You couldn't turn around without bumping into someone. That phrase, you couldn't turn around without, is a really natural way to express how crowded or overwhelming a place was.
And despite all that chaos, people keep going back, right? Because there's also this electric energy that comes with Eid shopping that people actually enjoy.
Oh, completely. There's a real buzz in the air. That's a phrase people use to describe that excited, festive energy. You could feel the buzz as soon as you walked into the market. Buzz, in this context, means a lively, excited atmosphere. It's almost physical, like you can feel the excitement vibrating.
Same idea with the atmosphere was electric. It means the energy in a place was intense and exciting. The whole shopping district just had this electric atmosphere. Everyone was in such a good mood.
Now let's talk about something that comes up constantly in Eid shopping conversations, the budget. Because spending money is a huge part of the topic, and English speakers are very expressive about their complicated relationship with money during Eid.
Very complicated. You'll hear, I went a little overboard. I went a little overboard with the shopping this year. Going overboard means doing something excessively, more than you planned or should. It comes from the image of literally going over the side of a boat. You've crossed a line.
And a little is doing so much in that sentence. I went a little overboard is a major understatement. What it really means is I spent way too much money, but I'm framing it as a minor issue.
Native speakers are masters of understatement, especially around money. It wasn't exactly cheap is another one. Those embroidered outfits were not exactly cheap. Not exactly softens a criticism. What you mean is it was very expensive, but not exactly cheap sounds more diplomatic and slightly witty.
Or it set me back quite a bit. That outfit set me back quite a bit, but it was worth it. Set me back means it cost you a significant amount. And then, but it was worth it, is the justification that always follows when someone has spent more than they planned.
But it was worth it is practically its own cultural phrase at this point. It's the thing you say after any expensive purchase to reassure yourself and anyone listening that you made the right call.
And the opposite, when you feel good about what you paid, is I got a great deal. I managed to get a great deal on the fabric. Or it was an absolute steal. A steal means something was so cheap it was almost like taking it. It felt dishonestly affordable.
I can't believe how cheap it was. It was an absolute steal. That sense of triumph in getting something for a low price is very specific. People love talking about a good deal almost as much as the item itself.
I haggled them down is another great one, especially when talking about markets. I haggled them down from 800 to 500. Haggle means to negotiate a price by going back and forth. It's not rude. In many shopping contexts, it's completely expected and even respected.
And if you're successful, you talked them down or got them to come down on the price. I got them to come down a little. That phrase, come down, refers to the price dropping, like numbers on a scale going lower.
Now let's talk about gift giving, because buying gifts for Eid is such an important part of the experience, and there's a whole vocabulary around it.
I'm doing my Eid shopping for the kids is very natural. The phrasing, doing my shopping for someone, implies purpose and care. You're not just randomly buying things, you have specific people in mind.
And people will say, I want to get them something meaningful. Meaningful is a word that separates a gift from just an object. It means the gift carries thought, emotion, intention behind it. I didn't want to just grab something random. I wanted it to be meaningful.
Grab something random is a wonderfully casual phrase. It means buying something impulsively without much thought. And people use it slightly negatively, like, I didn't want to just grab something random, implies you have higher standards than that.
Or the phrase, phoning it in. If someone phones in their gift buying, it means they did the bare minimum without real effort. I didn't want to phone it in this year. I actually put some thought into what everyone might like. Phoning it in has this slight laziness to it that native speakers use humorously to describe low-effort behavior.
And then there's the challenge of shopping for different people, which native speakers describe very specifically. "I never know what to get my mother-in-law" is a sentence that carries so much within it. It implies an ongoing, possibly slightly awkward relationship and a recurring annual struggle.
I'm completely stumped, is what you say when you genuinely have no idea what to buy someone. I'm completely stumped for what to get my uncle. He already has everything. Stumped means puzzled or stuck. It comes from cricket, actually. When you're stumped, you can't move forward.
And when you finally find the right thing, you say, "I think I've nailed it. I think I've finally nailed the gift for her this year." Nail something means to do it perfectly, to get it exactly right. Nailed it is incredibly satisfying to say.
Let's talk about the clothes shopping specifically, because for a lot of people, buying new clothes for Eid is not optional, it's a tradition. And the conversations around this are so interesting.
"I need a new outfit for Eid" is the most basic version, but native speakers make it more specific. "I'm looking for something traditional but with a modern twist." A modern twist is a really common phrase in fashion. It means something that has traditional roots but has been updated to feel current.
Or, I want something understated but elegant. Understated means not showy or flashy, subtle but refined. It's almost the opposite of over the top, which means excessively dramatic or extravagant. I don't want anything too over the top, just something classy.
Classy is interesting. It's informal, but it carries genuine respect. It means stylish and in good taste without being flashy. "She looked so classy in that outfit" is a real compliment.
And when something fits perfectly and looks amazing, you say it's a perfect fit. Obviously, literally, but also it suits you to a T. That color suits you to a T means it is exactly right for you. The phrase is old-fashioned but still widely used, and it sounds warm and genuine.
Or you pull it off. "I could never pull off that color, but she absolutely pulls it off." Pulling something off means successfully carrying a bold or unusual look. It suggests the look could have gone wrong, but on this person, it works.
What about the experience of trying things on and the whole fitting room drama? Because Eid shopping often involves trying on multiple outfits, and it's a whole thing.
"Nothing was fitting right" is a very common complaint. Not nothing fit, but nothing was fitting right. The progressive tense gives it this ongoing frustration quality, like it kept happening outfit after outfit.
Or, everything I tried on either didn't fit or didn't flatter me. Flatter is a really important word in clothes shopping. Something that flatters you makes you look your best. It suits your body shape and enhances how you look. "That cut doesn't really flatter my figure" is something people say without any drama. It's just a practical observation.
And when something finally fits perfectly and looks amazing, you say it's a perfect fit. Obviously, literally, but also it suits you to a T. That color suits you to a T means it is exactly right for you. The phrase is old-fashioned but still widely used, and it sounds warm and genuine.
Or you pull it off. "I could never pull off that color, but she absolutely pulls it off." Pulling something off means successfully carrying a bold or unusual look. It suggests the look could have gone wrong, but on this person, it works.
What about the experience of trying things on and the whole fitting room drama? Because Eid shopping often involves trying on multiple outfits, and it's a whole thing.
Nothing was fitting right is a very common complaint. Not nothing fit, but nothing was fitting right. The progressive tense gives it this ongoing frustration quality, like it kept happening outfit after outfit.
Or everything I tried on either didn't fit or didn't flatter me. Flatter is a really important word in clothes shopping. Something that flatters you makes you look your best. It suits your body shape and enhances how you look. "That cut doesn't really flatter my figure" is something people say without any drama. It's just a practical observation.
And when you find that one piece that just works, people say, this is the one. As soon as I put it on, I just knew this is the one. That phrase carries real emotion. It sounds decisive and relieved at the same time.
Let's talk about shopping with family, because Eid shopping is often a group activity, and that brings its own whole vocabulary.
We made a day of it. My mom and I made a whole day of the Eid shopping. We went to 3 different markets. Making a day of it means you turned an errand into a full, enjoyable experience. It has a festive quality. You didn't just do the task, you celebrated doing it.
And with family shopping comes the classic experience of waiting. I was just tagging along. Tagging along means you joined someone but didn't really have your own agenda. You were just going along for the ride. My brother had to come and he was just tagging along. You could tell he was bored.
Or the opposite, someone who takes over. She took the reins completely. Taking the reins means taking control of a situation. My aunt took the reins with all the gift buying. She had a whole spreadsheet. It comes from horse riding. Holding the reins means you're steering.
She had a whole spreadsheet. That sentence alone tells you everything about that aunt. Sometimes one detail paints the whole picture.
Now let's talk about the last-minute Eid shopping experience, because this is a universal truth. No matter how early people start, there is always last-minute scrambling.
I left it to the last minute. That's the basic admission. But more expressively, I was running around like a headless chicken the day before Eid. Running around like a headless chicken means rushing around in a chaotic, disorganized way without a clear plan. It's very vivid, slightly self-mocking, and people love using it.
Or I was in a mad dash. It was a complete mad dash on the last day. A mad dash means frantic rushing to get something done. Mad here doesn't mean angry, it means frantic or wild.
And then there's the specific stress of things selling out. Everything was sold out by the time I got there. Sold out means all the stock is gone, nothing left to buy. It's one of the most frustrating phrases in shopping.
Or I couldn't get my hands on it anywhere. I tried 5 shops and I couldn't get my hands on those shoes anywhere. Get your hands on something means to obtain it, to find it, and couldn't get my hands on it has this slightly desperate, searching energy that perfectly captures last-minute shopping stress.
And when you finally find that last thing you needed, I tracked it down. I tracked down the last one in the whole mall. Track down means to find something after a long search. It's almost detective-like. You were on a mission and you succeeded.
The relief in I tracked it down is real. People say it with genuine triumph, like the city has been searched and the item has been found.
Let's also talk about online shopping for Eid, because more and more people are doing at least some of their Eid shopping online this year, and that comes with its own vocabulary.
I did most of my shopping online this year. Very simple, very natural, but then I was a bit nervous about the delivery times. Delivery times is the period between when you order something and when it arrives, and the anxiety around delivery times before a major occasion is incredibly specific and relatable.
I ordered it well in advance, but it still didn't arrive in time. Well in advance means a long time before you actually needed it, plenty of buffer room, and yet it still didn't work out. There's a particular helpless frustration in that sentence.
And when the package finally arrives, it finally came through, or it showed up just in time. Showed up for a package means it arrived. It showed up at the door the day before Eid. I was so relieved.
And the disappointment when online shopping goes wrong. It looked nothing like the photo. Oh, that sentence. I ordered this beautiful embroidered set and it looked absolutely nothing like the photo. This is a shared cultural pain at this point. The gap between product photos and reality is its own genre of conversation.
False advertising is what people say when something is very different from how it was presented. It's a slightly serious, legal-sounding term used in a very casual, exasperated way. That was basically false advertising. You're not actually going to sue anyone, you're just expressing your disappointment dramatically. As Eid itself approaches, there's also this emotional quality that comes into the shopping conversation. It stops being just about transactions and becomes about anticipation, about family, about celebration.
I can't wait to see their faces when they open it. That sentence is about the gift giver's excitement as much as the receiver's. See their faces captures the joy of witnessing someone's reaction. It's one of the most human things about gift giving.
Or, I just want everyone to feel special. That's a really revealing phrase. Feel special means you want each person to know they were thought of, that they matter. The whole point of the shopping effort is that emotional outcome, not the object itself.
It's not about the money, it's about the gesture. The gesture means the act of giving, the intention behind it. Native speakers use gesture to acknowledge that the meaning of an action matters more than its scale.
And then after Eid, the conversations shift slightly too. I definitely overdid it this year. Overdid it, similar to going overboard, means you did too much. I overdid it on the gifts. It's said with a mix of guilt and secret pride.
My wallet is still recovering. That's a really playful way to talk about having spent a lot. You're personifying your wallet as a patient recovering from an injury. My bank account hasn't forgiven me yet. Same energy. You're treating financial damage as a personal relationship. Your account is disappointed in you.
But would you change it? Never. That's always the conclusion. I spent too much, I was exhausted, I ran around like a headless chicken, and I'd do it all again. Because the whole chaotic, expensive, joyful experience is the point.
That's the thing about Eid shopping. The stress is part of the love.
Beautifully said. Okay, before we wrap up, we have a challenge for you in the comments, and please know that we read every single comment and we genuinely love hearing from you.
Tell us about your Eid shopping experience using some of the vocabulary from today. Were you on the hunt for the perfect outfit? Did you go a little overboard? Did you track something down at the last minute? Did your bank account need time to recover?
Use phrases like, I've been on the hunt for, it was absolutely heaving, I went a little overboard, I managed to get a great deal, I couldn't get my hands on it anywhere, or I want everyone to feel special. Show us what you've absorbed today.
And if this video helped you, if you learned even one phrase that you're going to use, please subscribe to English Speaking Nerds. It costs you nothing, and it means everything to us. It's how we keep this channel alive and keep making content specifically for people like you.
Share this video with a friend who's learning English. Leave us a thumbs up. Every small action genuinely makes a difference, and we notice all of it every time.
Until next time, happy shopping, happy celebrating, and may your delivery arrive on time.
Eid Mubarak, everyone. Take care of yourselves.
Cheers!